Right, my people, welcome back onto this channel. Well, this is another strong one reaching us. Still on the matter. Yoruba Nation not going back. Exactly what it is. Exactly what the people are talking about. A lot of things have gone wrong in the country right now as we speak. No, the last time I was of the opinion that as far as this country is concerned, most undergraduates, what is the government trying to impact in them? What is the government trying to make sure these people learn? Now they have seen that their seniors who graduated before them have no job. Majority of them are hungry. In this same country where some set of people are telling us that we should follow one Nigeria. Thank God we have said it again and repeatedly, that anybody will be say, if they come outside, they tell us, say, make we follow one Nigeria. That kind person now to carry stone, make them take wire the person. Now understand what I mean. You dare not come out to tell us one Nigeria is the solution. Look at what is even happening in our universities right now. I know a lot of people have heard about the news of that Ajayi Crowther University undergraduate that was beaten to death by his colleague. You can imagine. If the country is actually working, I mean, if the country is working, all this wouldn't have been happening. There is no sincerity in the country. I was explaining to one of my friends that if the government is actually working, if not that they themselves are corrupt, they shouldn't have been encouraging cultism in schools. I was explaining to her, she was of the opinion that it is very important if the country, if the government can say, okay, now the penalty for cultism is life imprisonment. At least it will reduce the way all these young boys, small boys are joining cultism. Their parents don't even need to advise them. And exactly what we are talking about. Look at what they did to this young man. As you can see his picture, you can imagine nothing is working. That's why we are of the opinion, let us go our separate ways. Some set of people are like, we are just blabbing, we are wasting our time, we don't have job. And then look at it, this is causing commotion in the country. Now with the news that is actually reaching us on this young boy, I know a lot of people will be like, what now happened? It had been made clear that 25 Ajayi Crowther University undergraduates have now been arraigned for beating fellow students to death. You can imagine, 25 of them have been arraigned to court. And then according to what had been made clear, 25 students of the Ajayi Crowther University in Oyo State were on Wednesday, just yesterday, arraigned before Chief Magistrate Court in connection with the murder of Alex Timileyin, a student who was beaten to death by his colleagues for allegedly stealing a mobile phone. You can imagine, that's exactly the lie, the allegation they placed on this young boy, of which the reverse happened to be the case. Rather, a lot of people, a lot of us, we heard the story that these same students, they did that purposely. They brought in that allegation so that it would sound like it was a stolen case. It's a case of theft, but the reverse had been the case. That was not exactly what happened. The major thing that happened was that they were trying to lure him. It's been a long time. They wanted him to join their cult. They wanted him to be part of them, and then this guy refused. A young boy now that understands what this will definitely cost him. He refused. Forcefully, they had to beat him to death. That's exactly what happened. You don't need a suicide to now be painting anything for us. We already knew what happened. Now that's exactly not where I'm going right now. Thank God the result is out, the consequences, and then right now this set of boys, about 25 of them, they can never escape it. We know fully well that some of these boys will escape, fine, but the truth of the matter is these people need to be brought to book, one, and then in the first place the government is not working. Some people were even saying that there should be a death sentence for anyone who join cultism, who join cults. That there should be a death sentence, while some set of people are of the opinion that no, there should be a form of life imprisonment. But we now thought about it, that if it's going to be a form of life imprisonment, some of them Their parents might be very rich. This is Nigeria. They will just go and pay government to release them. You understand? So I think the form of buying them to death sentence is going to be the best. I am very sure if that is being put in place, if that is being passed, if that bill is passed, I think the country will walk to a better level. But though a lot of people came out that, this one you are telling us that we should do this and that, even the so-called ogas, the bosses, our governors, politicians said these are the boys they use to perpetrate evil. Now come to think of it, if the so-called politicians, the elderly ones, are engaged, they are indulged in all this, then how do you want it to be better? That is why we are shouting, let us go our separate ways. Yoruba nation cannot set up a Yoruba nation and then start promoting cultism. It will not work. A lot of bad things are happening in that country. I tell you, many bad things are happening in the country. It's only the good Lord that will help us. That this is a very strong one, and then as it stands right now, you understand. So our prayer is that these people, as the government has tried its best to say they are bringing them to book, it should happen. I know a lot of people have been waiting to hear the result of this. Well, according to the news reaching us, it has been made clear that on Wednesday, these people were arraigned before magistrate court in connection with the murder of Alex Timileyin, a student who was beaten to death by his colleagues for allegedly stealing a mobile phone. And meanwhile, the student aged between 18 and 34 have been remanded in prison until July 8 pending trial. Well, onto this, an activist from Ishekiri in the Warri Kingdom, Delta State, identified as a Lord of Warri, disclosed the development on X.com. And then also Punch Online reports that Timileyin was beaten to death inside a hostel known as Shepherd Inn on the school premises by a group of other students for allegedly stealing a mobile phone. Meanwhile, he was said to have been beaten from 6 p.m. on Friday to about 10 a.m. on Saturday. You can imagine. When we say na night vigil church program from 6 p.m. till the next day. Oh my God, these people are heartless. They are so heartless. Too bad. Well, meanwhile, the activist who is a relative of the deceased had earlier petitioned the Oyo State Governor Seyi Makinde, urging the governor to ensure that those behind the murder were brought to justice. All right, that's another one. Well, in an update on X on Wednesday, Lord of Warri wrote, today, June 5th, 25 students were arraigned in court in connection with the tragic murder of Prince Alex Timileyin, a son of the Warri Kingdom, and then a student at Ajayi Crowther University in Oyo State. The court has remanded them in prison until July 8 pending trial. We appreciate the effort of the Oyo State government and then the Oyo State Police Command in pursuing justice and then ensuring that the perpetrators are held accountable. We await the trial and then expect that justice will be served in its entirety. All right, meanwhile, and then the strong part of it is that this boy that was even pied, he is from our Warri Kingdom. Yes, so it's related to the Warri, these royal people. This is to tell you that all these boys that perpetrated this evil, they will never go unpunished. And then I'm very sure some of them would have run away. Most times when things like this happen, it's the innocent ones they will even pack. But we know that there shall be traces, since they know the name of that hostel that it happened. And these boys must have been doing it for a very long time. What are we telling ourselves? What are we actually saying right now? It is what the economy has brought to us that is actually making this to be encouraged. In the first place, politicians, when they want to campaign, these are the boys they will go for. They will pay them heavily. just to rig elections. They will do all sort of rigorous things for them, just for them to be there, either they won the election or not. Those are the things that are causing hardship in the economy. But the only thing that will make this thing to work out the way it's supposed to work, where we can have rest of mind, is when we have a godly leader. I'm very sure they will not even want a Christian, a believer, to be on that seat. They will tell you no. They will change doctrine. You know why? Simply because they know that when they get there are some rituals they need to perform. You can imagine. That is why you see majority good Christian. I'm not talking of this normal church goer. We are talking of a real born again man of God to rule the country. Talking about somebody like the redeemed Christian, the GO, Pastor Adeboye, to tell him to make everybody vote for this man to become our president. People will say no. Even he himself will say no, I'm not interested, because I know what they practice in that place is something that cannot be right home about. Why are Christians not contesting to become our if I talk about Christian, don't get me wrong, we have Christians and then we have Christians. We are talking, when we talk about Christianity, we talk about born again Christian right now. So if I say Christian, you should know what I'm talking about. When a strong born again Christian gets there as a president, I know things will work out for good. I know some set of people will be like, which Christian? So that is why I'm differentiating it. We have born again Christian. Somebody like Pastor Adeboye to become our president, things will change, and the people will now say, this time around we want him to be there for the next 20 years. My brother, my sister, who said things will not change? That's exactly why we are saying we should go our separate ways. When we go our separate ways, we'll be able to put all these things in order. We'll be able to put things in order. Things will be able to work the way it's supposed to work. Not the kind of people that you will put there. Cultism will be going everywhere, nobody will say anything about it. Robbery will be going, nobody will say anything about it. They will be buying people at will. Fulani will be buying people, everybody will be looking away. No, enough is enough. And for we to achieve that, I'm not sure this country will be able to achieve that, because they have all soiled their end inside a jail. Wọ́n ti wọnú ẹ̀jẹ̀, àwọn kan ti ṣe nǹkan ẹ̀jẹ̀, so àwọn gan wọn lè ní pé kí àwọn ọmọ yẹn má ṣe get ẹ̀. Wọ́n ti ṣe nǹkan tó yẹ pé ó mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá, káwọn kan tó débi tán wà yẹn, nǹkan tán ṣe ti mú ẹ̀jẹ̀ wá. Ṣé ń get ẹ̀? That is the problem we have. That is why I always respect this man, Chief Sunday Igboho. I respect that man so much. Anybody who can say, I am leaving my wealth, I am dropping all my wealth to fight for the masses, that is the kind of spirit we are talking about. Anybody who can say, I am letting go, what is money? But let me tell you something, anybody that can say money is everything, you have all the money, you still want to be there, you want to make more money, fear that kind of a person. The person can never be a good leader. The person can never rule well when you are so conscious of money. And money is the root of all evil. The Bible made it clear to us. Money is the root of all evil. You can never do it well. There will be problem. That is why we are left with what is going on in this country right now. Now, our prayer is that they should do this well. Look at what is happening. I don't know what is happening in the country. Look at the case of this man that invited two young ladies. That news is going viral now. I know a lot of people would have watched that video. It's going viral. The other lady is a Ghanaian, while the other one is a Nigerian. So the Ghanaian girl happened to be in Nigeria, in Port Harcourt, with this other friends. At the end of that's why we are saying that with the way this country has put everybody, most especially our undergraduates, our graduates. There is no future for everybody again. As far as one Nigeria is concerned, no future, no hope. People will go to university, come out with flying colors, no job. That's exactly what has happened to these young girls. They are graduates, but they need to survive, no job. So the only thing they could think of is if they can meet a rich man that can introduce them to maybe the job is doing. At the end of the day, have fun with them, they get good money. So executive, we have executive olosho now. All those graduates now, then they call executive olosho, then they package them. No job. That's exactly what the country has done to everybody. Kò síṣẹ́. So ìwọ tó ti lọ sí university tó ti jáde, àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ ti ń ríṣẹ́, àwọn kan ń ríṣẹ́ based on connection, wọ́n ti bá àwọn babaláyé sùn. Ìwọ tó dẹ̀ ní pé ìdílé Christian ló ti wá, ò fẹ́ bá wọn babaláyé sùn, ò fẹ́ ṣe yàmàyàmà. Ìgbà tó bá dẹ̀ rí pé àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tán dẹ̀ tí gbogbo ẹ̀ ń lọ tó ń wá òkè fún wọn. Kò sí ni kó má rí ìkànnà àwọn ọ̀rẹ́ tán máa sọ pé wọ́n máa gọ́rẹ̀ ń bẹ̀ pé ṣé Bible tó ń gbé sórí òun ló máa gbóúnjẹ sórí tébù ẹ̀ nǹkan tó yẹ pé tó bá kàn sáré ṣe ń sìn kò sẹ́ni tó máa mọ̀ ṣé wọ́n fẹ́ sọ fún wọn lé ni ṣáwọn ọmọ mi ẹ fẹ́ mọ̀ ni. That is what the country has put a lot of people. Now it has now turned to a thing whereby gbogbo àwọn graduate wa wọ́n á bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí ní ṣolóṣó bọ́dẹ̀ ṣe ń ṣolóṣó ni wọ́n ń kú oríṣiríṣi ń ṣẹlẹ̀ nílùú yẹn. That is the reason why we are saying everybody let us go our separate ways. Let us go our separate ways. That will be the only solution. So àwa máa pa àwa ara wa là ń ṣe ètò yìí, àwa ara wa là ń ṣe ètò yìí. So according to the news, the two girls, one is a Nigerian, the other one is a Ghanaian. They are graduates, no job, nothing. And then at the end of the day, one of them happened to meet a rich man online. He met this rich man online. For the benefit of those who have not seen this video, they have not heard about it. It's just what happened about a day ago now. Yes. So as it stands, the other girl introduced her friend who is a Ghanaian that, there is this my friend this person these girls we are talking about, they should be in their like early 20s, 25, 24, 25 or so, thereabouts. Young girls just graduated. The other one a Ghanaian, the other one a Nigerian. Okay, the Nigerian girl said, I have a big boy that is very rich, and let's just go and be with him, have nice time, let's have good weekend with him. At least will give us huge sum of money. These girls, after they have graduated, they will be speaking good English packaging. We call those girls executive olosho. You understand? Some people they call them runs, but this one executive runs babe. They are graduate, they speak well. When they dress out, they dress like they are going for marketing for a bank. You understand? So they are everywhere. Some of them are even listening to me as I'm speaking. It's only the good Lord that will help us. It's not their fault. No job. So now they went to meet this man. The man, how old is the man? Baby. The man was 52 years. Yes, I said was. I'll tell you why. 52 years of age. They went to meet with this man. As usual, not knowing that this man, all he does is ó máa bá wọn obìnrin sùn yamayama. Tó bá ti bá wọn sùn, ó yé yín, tó bá ti bá wọn sùn, á tún wá pa wọn, á dẹ̀ gé gbogbo nǹkan ara wọn, á lọ tà. Ẹni tá à ń sọ ẹni yẹn olówó everybody ń pè ó ní ọ́fíìsì, inú ilé ẹ̀ lọ́fíìsì ẹ̀ wà o. At the end of the day, àwọn méjì wọ́n gbéra. Thank God pé kán tó gbéra. Video it has gone viral. Some people, in case you have watched that video, just say yes, I've watched it. You can comment on the comment section. It's everywhere now. So at the end of it all, they went to this man's house. They bá wọn ọmọ yẹn sùn yamayama, ó bá wọn bó ṣe máa ń normal ṣe. Wọ́n tẹ̀ ní ó máa ń rape wọn, ó máa ń force àwọn ọmọ yẹn, ó máa ń force wọn láti bá wọn sùn. So at the end of the day, tó ṣàṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣe, kí ló lè kó ṣe? Àwọn ọmọ yẹn ti wá rí pé nǹkan tó ṣe yóò dá ọ. Pé ibẹ̀ sí ní pa wọ́n nìyẹn. Wọ́n ní pé tó bá ti bá àwọn ọmọ sùn máa pa wọ́n, gbà tó bá ti pé ó bá ti bá àwọn ọmọ sùn, àwọn yẹn máa escape, wọ́n máa lọ tú àṣírí ẹ̀. So nígbà tó ti wá rí pé àwọn ọmọ yìí wọ́n máa bí mo ṣe ń bá wọn sùn tí mo ń ṣe ìwé tó fi ń bá wọn sùn tipátipá ni o, tó yẹ pé kò tiẹ̀ ní favour àwọn ọmọ yẹn. Àwọn yẹn máa lọ tú àṣírí ẹ̀. Ìgbà tó ti wá rí pé pé nǹkan táwọn èèyàn dẹ̀ ń ṣe ń sìn ni pé tóun bá ti bá wọn sùn bẹ́ẹ̀ yẹn wọ́n máa lọ tú àṣírí wọn. So wá ní pé òkè lẹ́yìn yẹn ẹni ọmọ tó bá ti wá bá sùn ó máa pa wọ́n. Nǹkan tó wá ṣẹlẹ̀ sáwọn ọmọ méjì rẹ̀, ọmọ Nàìjíríà àti ọmọ Ghana, ó ti wá involve another country tẹ́ pé wàhálà ti dé. So at the end of the day ó ṣàṣe nǹkan tó máa ṣe. At the end of the day bó ti ṣá forcefully ó kọ́kọ́ so àwọn ọmọ yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ nígbà táwọn yẹn ṣàfẹ́ escape, ó so wọ́n mọ́lẹ̀. So ibi tó ti so àwọn ọmọ yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ ní ìkànnì wọn ti wá ṣe fídíò of which wọ́n ti sọ fún ọ̀rẹ́ wọn bí táwọn lọ. Ọ̀rẹ́ wọn yẹn dẹ̀ ti mọ̀ àwọn runs gẹ̀ẹ́sì náà táwọn ti mo máa ó ní bọ̀bọ̀ kan tí mo ṣe pàdé o tó bá rí àbọ̀ ẹ̀ lówó gan picture ẹ̀ gan rẹ̀ àtẹ̀jọ́ snap so ẹni kẹta tí ò tẹ̀lé wọn yẹn ni wọ́n wá send picture yẹn sí pé bọ̀bọ̀ ìta lọ bá wọn ti so wá mọ́lẹ̀ pé àmọ́ kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ àmọ́ pé irú èèyàn báyìí irú ẹranko báyìí ni ó so wá mọ́lẹ̀ ó dẹ̀ tún fẹ́ nà wá pa ẹ̀yẹn ni nà yín pa kẹ̀ wọ́n ní okay wọ́n ṣáà ti send address ilé máa yẹn fún wọn. Nǹkan tó fi da tó bá ń jáde máa fún èèyàn kan ní address ibi tó bá ń lọ, because you don't know what might happen wherever you are going. So at the end of it all bí ìyẹn ẹni tí wọ́n ṣá send message fún ìyẹn bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí wọ́n pé wọ́n later wá rí pé nọ́mbà àwọn gẹ̀ẹ́sì yóò máa lọ mọ́. Kí ló ń ṣẹlẹ̀? Picture àwọn gẹ̀ẹ́sì yẹn lẹ̀ ń wò yìí, àwọn gẹ̀ẹ́sì tá à ń sọ ni máa yẹn, picture máa yẹn náà lẹ̀ ń rí. So you can go and check that online, then you will see them. You see everything for yourself, you hear everything for yourself. Nǹkan tó ń ṣẹlẹ̀ ní location 419 táwa èrè o. So at the end of the day wọ́n ṣá pé àwọn guys títí wọ́n rí pé wọ́n gbóhùn wọn mọ́. Lọ́nà yìí pé bọ̀bọ̀ yìí ti pa wọ́n, ó ti gé ọwọ́ wọn méjèèjì, ó ti gé ẹsẹ̀ wọn méjèèjì, ó dẹ̀ tún wá gé orí wọn lọ. Nǹkan tá à ń sọ yìí ẹ lọ check it online if you have watched it, so you can just still comment. This is just what just happened like 24 hours ago. Right now my brother, my sister, kí la wá ń sọ wọ́n tó ṣe wọ́n rí. At the end of the day wọ́n á ní pé wọ́n ṣá bá àwọn family gẹ́ yẹn wọ́n ṣá lọ report ní, because Abia State lélẹ̀ ti ṣẹlẹ̀, wọ́n ṣá lọ report ní Abia State police station. Wọ́n dẹ̀ dé police station kí àwọn ọlọ́pàá dẹ̀ dá sí, àwọn ọlọ́pàá tún wá fi máa tó pa àwọn èèyàn yìí, ó ti pẹ́ tí ṣe rábì wọ́n ní máa yẹn lówó gan, ó ti ṣẹ́tù àwọn ọlọ́pàá. ṣe ti rí àwọn ọlọ́pàá ìlú yẹn, ṣe tí bọ́n yín máa ń ṣe, ó ṣẹ́tù àwọn ọlọ́pàá báwọn ọlọ́pàá ṣe wọ́n yẹ fi máa lẹ̀ nìyẹn pé ẹ tún fi máa lẹ̀ ẹni tó pa àwọn ọmọ wa. Ẹ dẹ̀ mọ̀ pé ilé ayé ta wà yìí èèyàn gbọ́dọ̀ ní connection, so connection ni máa yẹn fi wá tó fi gba rẹ̀ lẹ̀. Meanwhile ọmọ tí wọ́n pa nínú wọn ọmọ Ghana ni, bí àwọn family get titi Nàìjíríà ẹ mọ̀ pé wọ́n pa family get ti Nàìjíríà, wọ́n pa ọmọ Nàìjíríà kan, wọ́n pa ọmọ Ghana kan. So àwọn family titi get ti Nàìjíríà bọ́n yẹ kọ lẹ́tà sí family get titi Ghana nìyẹn ní Ghana pé ẹ wo kan tó ṣẹlẹ̀ o pé ọmọ yín o wọ́n ti pa ọmọ yín sí Nàìjíríà ń bíbá yìí o Ọlọ́run má jà gbọ́ bad news. Bọ́n yẹ pé àwọn ti Ghana ti rẹ̀ báwọn yẹn ṣe find out pé tòótọ́ ni, báwọn yẹn ṣe wọ́n nípa àwọn dẹ̀ ti lọ gbé lọ sí police station ní Nàìjíríà. Báwọn police station Nàìjíríà wọn fẹ́ ṣe nǹkan kan sí o, wọ́n tẹ̀ tuntun release máa yẹn. Báwọn ti Ghana wọ́n lọ sí embassy nìyẹn. Ẹ mọ̀ pé àwọn Ghana wọ́n tẹ̀ bẹ̀rù Nàìjíríà, àwọn bẹ̀rù àwọn Nigerians tẹ́lẹ̀, kò dẹ̀ ṣe àwọn Ghana nìkan ló bẹ̀rù àwọn Nigerians. A lot of people, countries, they are scared of these Naija people. Wọ́n ní àwọn arábí àwọn Nàìjíríà wọ́n tuntun ṣe léyìí tán, báwọn náà ṣe kọ lẹ́tà sí embassy ṣe send lẹ́tà sí Abuja nìyẹn pé páwọn ọmọ yín wọ́n ti pa kan nú àwọn ọmọ wa o, bọ́n pé kàn follow case, bọ́n ṣe follow case máa up nìyẹn o. Ṣé ń ríṣẹ́ ok ká wá lọ sọ pé ok àwọn ọmọ Ghana ò involve, wọ́n ṣe máa waste live ọmọ yẹn ni. Wọ́n ti release àwọn Abia State police station, wọ́n ti release mine because customer wọn ni. Ṣé ẹ rí customer dáadáa, àwọn agbófinró àwọn tí a sọ pé kàn máa ṣọ́ wa, àwọn gan ló ń pa wá. Tá bá sọ pé ká kúrò nínú Nàìjíríà pé there is nothing like one Nigeria, àwọn kan máa ní pé à ń blab pa kan sọ̀rọ̀ ni, à ń parọ́, à ń tanra wa. Ṣé ẹ rí kò sóòótọ́ ní anywhere mọ́. So báwọn ti Ghana ṣe kọ lẹ́tà sí ni embassy, from embassy bá Abuja ṣe gbé kéèsì yẹn ni ó wá di international case. Bá ṣe ń bá yín sọ̀rọ̀ báyìí bọ́ ṣe gbé máa yẹn nìyẹn, bọ́ ṣe gbogbo bí wọ́n ṣe pa àwọn ọmọ yẹn, gbogbo akọ́tìnì tí máa yẹn nílé òun lọ́ fi rap àwọn ọmọ yẹn tó wà nílé máa yẹn wọ́n fi trace ẹ̀. At the end of the day máa yẹn ní kàn ṣe òun jẹ́jẹ́ níbi tọ́jà ti ń try pé kí wọ́n mú máa yẹn mọ́lẹ̀ o, kàn béèrè question, máa yẹn ṣe bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fẹ́ sá lọ nìyẹn, bọ́n ṣe yìnbọn pa máa yẹn nìyẹn o. Bẹ́ẹ̀ mo ṣe ní worse. Máa tá à ń sọ̀rọ̀ yín sìn, máa tẹ́ ń rí picture yìí, máa yẹn ó ti kú o, àwọn ọmọdé ti lọ nínú ìlú tàwa, ọmọ Ghana ti lọ, gẹ́ yẹn ti lọ, máa yẹn náà ti kú. So kí la wá ń sọ, tàbá sọ pé Yorùbá nation ló lè ṣe Yorùbá nation ló lè ṣe ká kúrò nílùú yẹn àwọn Fúlàní kọ́ ló tún ṣe léyìí o àwọn ọmọ ìlú wa náà ló tún ṣe lé àwọn ọmọ Nàìjíríà ló tún ṣe léyìí ẹ̀dẹ̀ ní pé ká tún wà nínú Nàìjíríà náà kò lè ṣeé ṣe o. Yoruba nation is the only way. My brother, my sister, a lot of things are happening. It's only the good Lord that will help us. All right, my brother, my sister, this is exactly what it is. Onto this one, what more can we say? Meanwhile, let me have your own take, my people, on this. And remember to subscribe for more updates if you are just joining us on this channel for the first time. All right, thanks and God bless.